All right, Cancers. All my Cancers, go ahead and come up in here, come in the building, have a seat. Let's go ahead and talk about this. What should you know at this particular time? All right, before we get started, I am T the Oracle. Thank you for tuning in for another reading. If you would like your own personal intuitive reading, go ahead and click the link in my bio, and I'd be more than happy to assist you with gaining clarity, insight, confirmation through my intuitive, energetic readings. Very therapeutic, as most people would say, via email or phone. All right, so let's get to it. All right, my Cancer. So we do have the I Ching, and we also have the book here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get to shuffling. We'll pull the card. The card has a number on it. We'll go to the I Ching book to see what it represents. I'll read it to you, and then I'll go ahead and also give you an interpretation based on what spirit is revealing to me as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. It'll be painless. Quick, fast, and then but you're going to get what you need to know. Okay? All right. Few more shuffles here. All right, last shuffle. Let me straighten my cover here on this table. Just bothers me when it's not straight. All right. What card is this? This is number 39. All right, y'all can see that there. So let's go to the I Ching and see what 39 represents. All right, it says the obstructions, the inhibitions. The obstacle you face right now is part of the way you decided to go. Oh, it's already starting off. It's already starting off. Laying fingers and pointing fingers. Child, it's like you're in a predicament that you in because you put yourself down. Baby, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reading, okay? And it needs to be overcome before you can proceed. Don't run away, but also don't storm into the danger. So it says, you need to be smart about it. You didn't put yourself in this situation. Don't run from it now, but you need to be smart about how you handle the situation, okay? But also don't storm into the danger. On earthly paths and roads, obstacles are natural, of course. You master them, but when you take a break, think about them and then make a decision and act accordingly. So sometimes you have to step back and take a deep breath, because sometimes you'll handle things without really thinking about it. You know what I mean? You're operational. It's like you're not even just really taking the time to really think about it. It's just, I just operate. Almost like a computer. I just go, you know, I have a programmer behind me. I'm not looking deeper to see what that programming is. I'm just kind of like reacting and just keep moving. But this is saying, no, you really need to pay attention. See what's really going on, okay? And then act to it, react to it. Do not hesitate to cooperate with others when a task is too big for you alone. Always be aware of how you deal with others and how important the obstacle actually is, okay? Because sometimes it may be difficult for you to really see that, like, this is kind of like a serious situation. You know what I mean? The scope or the depth of the situation, sometimes you have a difficulty seeing that. When somebody got to really tell you, like, wait a minute, that's kind of serious. Like, did you think about this? Like, you know what I mean? Or sometimes you'll catch yourself after you didn't react it, and then you sit back and you just be sitting there and you start to think about what you did, and you're like, damn. Then you start having them conversations in your head about how you should have acted or reacted to the situation and to the person and different things like that. And you're like, damn, don't beat up on yourself. I'm telling you ahead of time. This is what this is trying to tell you so you'll know how to handle it, okay? Did you simply run into bad luck, or was this obstacle caused by internal reasons? Perhaps you fight your inner conflicts in the outside world. Ooh. Or perhaps you choose difficult roads because you believe you have something to gain by doing so. Ooh. Use this outer stagnation to educate your personality and turn need into opportunity by putting into order outer obstructions and inner inhibitions. Find out what you can influence and what you simply have to accept. Baby, you're going to need to stop putting yourself in these situations, number one. This is what I'm going to tell you. Number two, if you find yourself in these situations, don't run away from it. You got to confront it head on, but you got to be smart about it. Find out what you can control and what you can't control in the situation. Okay? Don't beat yourself up over what you can't control. But definitely control what you can and correct the situation. Because 9 times out of 10, it probably needs to be corrected. Okay? Correct the situation. Learn your lesson. Don't do that again. But for some reason, you have the tendency to go in circles. You might be going so good, full speed ahead, and then you just go back into this cycle and go back and put yourself back into this circle. Are you punishing yourself? Are you trying to subconsciously, spiritually teach yourself a lesson that you really didn't learn? So you're going back to it? You need to figure that out too. You know what I mean? It's a lot for you to figure out, Cancer. It's a lot going on. I know you might feel like your life is always kind of like a circle. It kind of repeats back and goes back in a circle. You go forward, then it recircles back and goes in a circle. And then a lot of that is your mind, I'm sorry to tell you. You do that to yourself. And again, is that because you punish yourself, because you feel like subconsciously, spiritually, you think you need it? Is it your karma? Or you're used to being in these difficult situations that when you're going to straighten out, you're like, damn, something is going to happen or something bound to happen. And you just kind of direct yourself in that direction already because you don't want to be caught off guard if something really does happen. So you want to be in control of what happens. So you just kind of veer yourself off the course and be like, shit, yeah, I knew it was going to happen. So let me go and just steer myself off this way anyway. Like, what's the reason? Figure it out, okay? I love you, but I'm also here to tell you the truth. Okay, I'm not gonna baby or sugarcoat it. Now, we might laugh about it, I might joke about it, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Stop doing that. And it might be difficult. If we can get into ways where you can stop doing it in, you know, personal readings, but ciao. Anyways, we're gonna read the baseline. They have lines here. We're gonna read the baseline and the 6th line. Baseline says, don't heedlessly storm against obstacles. First, withdraw and wait until things have calmed down. Only carefully considered action protects you against harm. The moment of action has come when you are free of limitations. Stop putting yourself in these situations. Like, don't heedlessly storm against obstacles. Like, it's telling you, like, don't purposely do that, man. Stop. And if this is like a grave or like a very extreme situation, you know, pull back first. Common sense, logic, along with spiritual sense, okay? Combine those together and figure out what you need to do, okay? Careful consideration protects you against harm. That's what it says, okay? Careful. 6th line, you feel sympathy and have a bad conscience when you only care about your own life. Put what you think into concrete action and then you will feel better, okay? You feel sympathy and have a bad conscience when you only care about your own life. To me, in all honesty, I feel like you care a lot about other people. You're too hard on yourself. You actually care a lot about other people, and then when you put yourself forward, you kind of feel guilty about it. And then sometimes other people may make you feel guilty about it. That's what I'm feeling. That's what Spirit's telling me. Okay. So you do have a good heart, deep down. But sometimes you just get swayed and sidetracked and you make these health hazard decisions that greatly impact you. Just be more aware of what you do, what you think, and the actions that you take. All right? Peace.